I like to hurt people, definitely. Definitely, I really do. I really do. But if you look at it, every opponent that me and Fury got in common, I've knocked them out.
But one or two, put it this way, AJ has to kill him in 3.
Anthony Joshua throwing $100 million on the line just to sleep Jake Paul isn't confidence. It's domination in sentence form. AJ isn't flexing cash. He's issuing a warning wrapped in a challenge. This is a man who has shattered jaws, folded giants, and ended nights with a single punch. When Joshua talks about a knockout, it's not a prediction. It's a promise backed by a career of destruction. And Jake Paul? He's walking into a battlefield with the size, power, experience, and stakes are stacked against him from every angle. This isn't hype. This is the harsh reality of stepping in front of a true heavyweight Terminator.
I've never been in competition with him anyway, in that sense, but if you are talking in facts and stats, everyone that we fought that's similar, I've ended up breaking their...
Anthony Joshua has stopped being polite. He's firing a direct threat at Jake Paul. Fitter, stronger, and sharper than ever. AJ isn't hinting. He's outright declaring a first-round demolition. This isn't hype. It's a promise from a former heavyweight king who plans to shut the lights out early, clean, and without hesitation. Jake Paul is stepping into a nightmare he's not built to survive.
How well my body holds up, but my goal is to be 100% fresh for this fight and go in there fitter, stronger, and smarter than I have been.
Frank Warren makes it brutally clear. Jake Paul is drowning way out of his depth. Anthony Joshua's Olympic pedigree and world championship legacies stand miles above Paul's tiny resume. Every punch from AJ will be a reality check, exposing Paul's lack of fundamentals and proving he doesn't belong anywhere near an elite heavyweight. Fans aren't expecting a competition. They're expecting a first-round demolition. And when that bell rings, Joshua will remind the world exactly what happens when hype steps into the ring with a real fighter.
AJ will go in as a massive favourite, former two-time world champion, naturally a natural big heavyweight, gold medalist Olympic Games against a guy who never had any amateur fights. What's he had, about 10 or 12 pro fights? Been accused of not fighting.
Joe Rogan doesn't sugarcoat it. Jake Paul has never shared a ring with anyone even close to Anthony Joshua. Every shot AJ throws is built to break you down, to humiliate you, to expose you, to make you question why you ever stepped into a heavyweight's world. Rogan says fans shouldn't expect a competitive fight. They should expect a lesson, a masterclass in timing, power, and control. Jake Paul won't just struggle. He'll be dismantled in front of the entire boxing world, piece by piece, and there will be nowhere for him to hide.
Anthony Joshua is a specialist at. He's a specialist at putting knuckles through your fucking brain, and that's what he's going to try to do.
Moses Atama doesn't sugarcoat anything. He spells it out brutally. Jake Paul is stepping into a nightmare he cannot wake up from. This is a YouTuber scuffle or a padded exhibition. This is an Olympic gold medalist, a two-time heavyweight champion, a man built for destruction. Paul's decent skills won't save him. His confidence won't save him. His fan base won't save him. Once that bell rings, the ring will expose him for exactly what he is. A beginner masquerading as a contender. And AJ, he's coming to humiliate him in front of the entire world. This is the deep end, and Jake Paul is drowned before the fight even starts.
Boxing, I actually think he's a decent boxer, but you're not on the caliber of obviously Anthony Joshua.
Roy Jones Jr. lays it out with surgical precision. Jake Paul's so-called power means nothing when you're standing across from a seasoned heavyweight like Anthony Joshua. Roy makes it clear, landing first on AJ isn't just unlikely, it's impossible. Joshua's experience, timing, and ring IQ are on a completely different level. The moment that bell rings, Paul will be exposed. AJ will pick him apart instantly, humiliating him before he even has a chance to settle in. This isn't a competitive matchup. This is a masterclass in reality checking an overconfident YouTuber. Fans won't have to wait long. Paul's credibility will evaporate before the first round is over.
Don't knock him out. Don't get it wrong. Jake's smart, and Jake does have the power. If he can catch him first, he knows if he can catch AJ first, he can get AJ out. But he don't catch AJ first. He ain't gonna.
Eddie Hearn confirms the nightmare Jake Paul has walked into. Anthony Joshua is preparing like this is a world title fight, sharpening every tool, every combination, every angle. Meanwhile, Jake is simply hoping to survive. But survival isn't on the menu. AJ's game plan is built to break him, overwhelm him, and humiliate him in front of millions. Once Joshua locks in, Paul will have zero answers. This isn't a competitive fight. This is pure domination loading. And Jake Paul is completely unprepared for what's coming.
There's a script. Yeah, there is a script. We come out and try and knock him out, clean out, cold. I think AJ is just completely focused on the fight, like it was a world championship fight, like it was a world championship contender. We couldn't be taking it more seriously. Is there a script? Yeah, there is a script. We come out and try and knock him out, clean out, cold.
Derek Chisora doesn't sugarcoat a thing. To him, Jake Paul's stamina isn't just questionable, it's non-existent when you put it beside a real heavyweight like Anthony Joshua. Chisora says Paul won't make it past a couple rounds, and the comparison to Nahanu makes it clear. This ending won't be dramatic, it'll be brutal. Fans shouldn't expect mystery or suspense. This isn't a competitive fight. It's a showcase of pure dominance, and AJ is about to walk in and make a statement Jake Paul will regret for the rest of his career.